here. Let me check all my systems, make sure all my systems are good. All right, let's see. We are live. Welcome back to the channel here. I'm Hank Strange. This is the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. You're watching us live so that we can hold up guns. I've got one here. I'm gonna save mine. What you got, Walt? What you got? Throw something. Throw up a throw up. Oh, Walt, no guns. Oh no.
Oh no, I got guns.
There you go. I'm sure Rob has some as well. But you're oh yeah, he does. Yeah, I know for a fact.
Oh, there we go. I got one of those right here.
Start. Yeah, this is gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild, crazy night. But you know what? We are live on Utreon. If you guys are wondering, if you're listening to this later or watching it later on YouTube, we go live on Utreon because YouTube has a crazy rule that we cannot hold guns while we're live. So we're over here doing it in the land of the free. Utreon / Who Moved My Freedom podcast. That's the place to find us. All right. All of that being said, I hope you guys out there hit the arrow ups for the folks who are watching us live right now. In right under the title, hit the arrow ups. I'm going to press the button. We're going to get this kicked off. It's going to be a fun show.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation. Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, yes, we are live. I'm going to throw my guests here. There we go. Rob's here. We've got Walter here. I'm here. Jazz hands. Let's get the jazz hands going, Rob. That's how we do it. We took it back from the terrorists. We are live. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. This is episode 917 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. My guest tonight, let's start with Rob right here. He's of Overland, a gear guy. And the Vest Guy USA, right?
You bet.
Yes.
Well, on YouTube, it's the Vest Guy USA.
Oh, okay. Yes, and we're gonna get all up into what Rob does here with you guys here in a second. Also joining us live is Walter Keller, Safety Harbor Firearms. There you go. He's got an MP5. He's got an MP5. Yeah. Let's see. Who has an MP5 here? Let's see who has an MP5. Okay, Rob's got an MP5. Walter's got an MP5. No, keep the MP5s in the air. Oh, hold on a second. What? That's my gun that I didn't want to hold up just now because I told Lola, I was like, I know these two guys.
Where'd you get that? Is that airsoft?
This not what? How dare you?
Where did you get that?
This is the real deal.
Where did you get that?
You don't remember this MP5? Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
This is my. I saved this MP5 from the SWAT firing squad. Well, actually, I mean, it was a former Gainesville SWAT MP5 that got cut up, and then we brought it back. So yeah, welcome to the show, Rob. Do you want to tell the folks out there who you are, what you do, how you came to do what you do, and what you do? I'm just trying to sound like Kamala Harris and hit you with a word salad.
There we go. You bet. Rob Doherty, and like you mentioned, thevestguy.com and overlandgearguy.com. How I got started was back in 1990. I'd go out to the range. Well, back up just a little bit. I was in law enforcement for 16 years, and so I got a little bit of background there on equipment that you need that's good, reliable, and just functionable.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm out target practicing at the range, and it's like, oh shoot, I left something back at the rig. So a couple hundred yards back down, I'm going there and grab it, and it's like there's just got to be a better way. And it's like I need like a bag or a vest or something. So I went back and made up a vest, and I thought it was pretty good, at the time, and took it to a law enforcement supply house in Portland, Oregon. And they said, I said, what do you guys think? And they said, well, change it, put some AR pockets on, and some handcuff pockets, whatever, and then let us look at it. So week and a half, 2 weeks later, I take it back in there and just held it up in front of them, and I said, "How many you want?" And they kind of look at me and look at the vest, and I mean, I hadn't made any products before this. I mean, none. And
Okay.
so they just look and it's like, "We'll take 25."
What?
And that was the start of
Okay.
it back in 1990. I mean,
Nice.
you couldn't go out and try your hardest to pull something like that off, and it just fell into my lap, and here I am 31 years later doing it.
Oh, very cool, very cool. And then, so obviously, you also do overland gear. That you've grown into that. How long have you been doing overlanding stuff for like vans and jeeps and trucks and all that?
So about 3 years now, close to that. And what happened out of that is I'm down at Mesa Arch, and we get up early, and we get out there to get sunrise shots. I mean, like 4 o'clock in the morning, we get up and go up there, and we come across this guy, and he's out there early, and we're talking throughout the morning, and he sees my photography vest and all the pockets and stuff for the lenses, and the cameras hanging off, and he just he's intrigued by it and stuff. So pretty soon he says, "Hey, you think you can make a seat organizer that would haul my all my camera gear?" He's a professional sports photographer for like Tough Mudder and Spartan races and stuff like
Oh,
that.
cool.
So
Okay.
I made him up that, and he says, "Hey, I'm going to this thing called Overland East." He says, "You want to just meet me there, and and bring it, and we can check that out." So we booked some plane tickets, and met them down there, and rented a van, which we rented a 170, and it was a little too long. We thought we
Big,
needed
yeah.
the shower and the bathroom and stuff like that, and we ended up with a 170 Sprinter, four-wheel drive, and but having that, and just having it here and then using it all the time. We find out what works, like hanging up behind me is some headrest laundry bags and trash bags and stuff. You might not think of that at first, and maybe you're just throwing it in some sack or something like that. But we went and made all the products that we saw a real need for. So that's
Yeah.
kind of how the overlanding got into that.
Yeah, absolutely, Walt. And I know, like, so for everyone here, we've got like gun guys, guys who, well, Walt's going to be entering the world of overlanding. Walt has a van. You guys know that he basically stripped down and he's rebuilding. Uh, yes. So he's gonna be joining us there, and so am I. I'm in my van, and I wanted to show this. If you guys notice, usually behind me, right, you usually see lovely scenery. But here's the reason why. Like behind this blind that I have here built into my van, I actually have this. It's like insulation padding. And when I met Rob at Overland West in Flagstaff, see that's the. Hold on, let me see if I could show it. This see that has Overland Gear guy right there on it, and this actually works pretty cool. And Rob actually measured while we were out there. He measured the windows here in the van and made these up for the van, and they're actually working pretty good. Rob, I'm very impressed with
Good
what
deal.
it does. Yeah, adds like you always lose. This is the place where you lose either your heat or your cooling through these windows. These vans are typically well insulated, but these things right here, this glass is not.
Yep.
So, yeah, and
And those are
You
made
also you also add some
in
sound deadening too, I would
Yeah.
imagine.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Did you hear that, Rob? I don't know if you got that.
Sorry.
I just said you also add some sound deadening, and of course they're black. So when you put that over the windows, I would imagine it makes it awfully dark in there too, if you want that. Yeah.
Yeah, total blackout, and we, like I say, we use the Havelock wool, so it's the best insulation. In fact, our entire van is insulated with Havelock wool, so you do get a lot of noise dampening. In fact, we've left the one off the slider door before, and it's like, holy mackerel, it's really loud in here. And then it's like, oh, we'll remember that we need to throw that window covering back up, and then back to nice and quiet.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I haven't got a chance to really test that out on the road yet since I've gotten it. But basically, like I have my van parked up here and at the house, and then what I do is I put those in there to help. It's plugged in, so the AC is running, but
Okay.
it helps control the temperature in here so the AC is not running all the time. And I noticed before the AC would be running, like every time I came in and out, it's running. But with these things in here, I come in and out and it's not running. So that means it's it's getting to keep the cool in here longer, I think. I'm gonna do some videos on it. I'm gonna actually like run some tests and show the temperature difference and all that
Nice.
kind of stuff. So we're gonna talk about all of this. Really, we don't plan any specific thing to talk about. Yeah, I do want to shout out some people. I see Flying Rich is out there. Shout out to Flying Rich, Cruise Man, Night Train, Shelly Fungus, 42 Chilled has put a bunch of stuff in the chat. If anyone wants to talk about any of those things that are in the chat, we'll be happy to do it. Obviously, Rob is a gun guy. I like your shirt right there. What does that say? We the militia. Let's go look at that. Boom. There you go. Necessary to the security of a free state. There you go. So that's one thing I noticed. And when I saw you at the show, every single time I saw you, you had on a gun shirt. Which is really cool. What's going on, Walt?
No, Rich. Speaking of Rich, he texted me, asked me a question. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Shout out to Flying Rich out there. Yeah. So what kind of stuff is in the gun world today? What's on everyone's mind? You got some stuff on your mind, Walt? What's on your radar?
My wife's coming home tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Congratulations. It's always good. It's always a good thing.
She's been helping her mom in New Orleans, who had a pacemaker put in. So, but everything's ticking all right. It seems like now. So
oh, that's
she's,
good. Yeah,
gonna come back tomorrow night. So
yeah.
Gun world. I don't know. I don't know. Has anything changed from yesterday? I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of pushback, obviously, on the Pro 2A findings that we got from the Supreme Court. Do you follow a lot of it? Yeah.
Just crybabies.
Yeah, crybabies. Do you follow a lot of this stuff, Rob?
I do quite a bit of it. Yeah, there's a few YouTube channels, Arm Scholar, and I can't remember the other guys. There's a couple of them on there, but I follow them daily, just to keep what's what's going on.
Yeah, the Armed Scholar. Let me see who else is out there. Let's see if we can go
Langley
down.
Academy.
Langley Adventure Outdoors. That's Braden. He's actually on tomorrow. Braden's going to be on this show tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah, he's a good guy. What about Guns and Gadgets? You look at Guns and Gadgets?
Yep. Watch it.
Yeah, he's been on here before. Legally Armed America is also a good one out there covering all this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, there's a whole. I guarantee you, I'm leaving folks out who are doing this stuff. I don't know if you've ever heard of our friend John Crump. So Flying Rich in the chat, he does a lot of stuff with John Crump of Ammoland News. I don't know if you've heard of him yet, but. He's one. He's like he's a for real gun reporter that's out there. So, who do you listen to, Walter? Do you even? Walter's trying not to get caught up in this stuff and get all crazy.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna give a little background here. Since the election, I stopped watching the news.
Right.
Just because it's just the same old crap every day.
Mm-hmm.
There's no news. It's all opinion. And I don't need it. As far as YouTube channels, to be quite honest with you, I mean, I watched John Crump. I don't watch I hate to say this, I don't watch too many gun YouTube channels that are like talking about what's going on.
Talking about the news.
Yeah, because I mean, I catch it here and there on different channels and stuff. I mean, I look at stuff like Forgotten Weapons and historical stuff like that. But you can drive yourself crazy trying to follow all this stuff. I mean, it just sometimes it's better just to let it. I'll say let other people follow it. But
yeah. We don't let you forget it, Walter. If stuff happens, I tell you, or Patrick tells you.
Oh yeah, I get I got this thing here, and every once in a while it goes off. Beep 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 beep. I'm like, okay, what are they talking about now?
Yeah.
Um,
There's
no,
always
no. I
crazy
mean,
stuff.
I don't want to sound like I'm disconnected with that stuff, but I'm connected, but I'm not like following all these different channels.
Mm-hmm.
I never have really, as far as gun channels go. I mean, when I need this, when I'm working on something, I need to figure something out, then I'll look for something specifically. It's kind of like when you're working on your car and you don't know what you're doing. Look on YouTube and see what's going on. Oh, that's how it works. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's been gun stuff like the CZ Scorpion. The first time I took apart a Scorpion, I was like, "What the heck is going on here?"
Mm-hmm.
And I did a YouTube thing, and boom! Oh, I see now. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I was taking apart things that I shouldn't have been taking apart.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you know what? I think that YouTube and a lot of social media started out doing that stuff. I think what's happening nowadays is that a lot of what's out there is the news, and I think it's important for people to do that. But then at the same time, there are people that are getting really burnt out, especially when you're getting hit with a lot of bad news all the time. Like, oh, these guys just made another law. They just layered another law on top of that law. Like there's states banning AR-15s that already banned AR-15s.
And you don't hear about the stuff that's positive. There's a lot of positive stuff going on too, like when they pass constitutional carry in different states and stuff like that. No, that doesn't matter.
Well, the media doesn't think any of that positive stuff is news.
Well, yeah.
So,
I mean, let's go for the dirty laundry,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, no, that's the news. That's always been that way, I mean, and speaking of news, you turn it on. Back in the old days, you used to hear the news. What was going on in this country and that country and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you don't hear none of that no more because who cares about all that? All you hear about is there was another shooting over the weekend in Chicago, and the poor guns, they jumped up and shot everybody.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's a way. It's a way to control the narrative, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when
and
I do hear the news, I get. It's like, oh god, I know why I turned it off now. Because after the election, everybody was so biased during the election. It was just, it was, I'd had my fill of it.
It's weird. The way that you feel, Walt, is the way that a lot of Americans feel. And the traditional news media their numbers are going down every day of the people who are listening to them. And they still don't get the picture. They still want to program people. So.
And the amazing part is companies still advertise on these things too.
Yeah.
Which I find amazing because, talk radio, the left always tried to start their own talk radio shows. And the reason there's no leftist talk radio shows is because nobody wants to advertise on them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's and they never were successful. But yet on these other channels where it's all opinion and there's really no news, there's still companies that advertise and spend millions and millions of dollars advertising on these things. I don't know who's watching. It's almost like print advertising now.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Believe it or not, there's some people out there who
they follow that stuff and they believe everything they hear.
Yeah.
They got the blinders on and that's it.
Yeah. This is a thing that happened to me last week. I was at the barber shop and there was a guy there who I know. And he was carrying on about January 6th and that Trump tried to take over the country, and he tried, and I was like, I don't know, it's just funny to me. I was like, dude, who's the president right now? Is Trump the president, or do we have Biden? Yes or no? He was like, well, we got Biden. I was like, then what you're talking about didn't happen.
Yeah, where's this insurrection? They don't know what an insurrection is. I mean,
some of these guys don't know what an erection is, much less an insurrection.
Yeah. I mean, if it was a real insurrection, they would have burned that freaking building down.
Dude, it's so insane. But the point I'm trying to make, there's people who are just feeding into this, and they're all about that, which is basically in the past a thing that really. I'm not saying that something happened on January 6th, but for more than a year before that, there were cities on fire around the country, and those politicians didn't care about it. And then, when it came to their doorstep, all of a sudden they cared. And the funny thing, the guy who was telling me this back in the 60s and the 70s, he was like a rebel. You know, he was a rebel. He was going around protesting. He told me he couldn't even go to like military bases and stuff like that because he got in trouble. So I said, would your older self would be very disappointed in you that you give a shit about some, you know, these very wealthy politicians and their drama.
Yeah, in the sacred ground, as they called it, like this sacred building, and it's like, come on.
Yeah.
You know, come on.
Yeah.
That is the Ark of the Covenant stored in there or something? What's the?
If they saw 100 guys who know what they're doing, I'm not talking about me or you, but if they saw 100 guys over there that knew what they were doing, that were armed, they would still have that place. They would still have it. It would, you know, this. Yeah, it would be the whole thing would be a little bit different right now. So, Rob, what do you with all this stuff going on? Rob, what do you? Are any of these things on your mind? Do you have some feelings about this? You want to, you know, you're our guest here. I want to know if you got some stuff to let off your chest about the gun world.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I think there was a lot that went wrong with the January 6th stuff, but it's certainly not what happened, you know, through 2020 and 2021 at all. I mean, there was not a single person that was arrested that had a gun, you know, and nobody burnt anything down, and you know, no Molotov cocktails and stuff.
Yeah, no. I didn't see any. Did anyone see any congressmen get dragged out and get their heads kicked in like people? And I'm seriously. We saw business owners getting dragged out of their businesses and getting their heads kicked in, right? I know, I saw that. So, anyone in Congress, like, they're mad because someone...
Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms.
Yeah, you know what I was gonna say. Now I forgot totally what I was gonna say. I think I was saying something. We didn't see anyone in Congress. You know, we only saw people taking pictures in Nancy Pelosi's office and stuff like that. We didn't see any of the horrible things that were happening to other Americans out there that were getting dragged out of their businesses and their businesses burned down.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. So, as a matter of fact, when you look at the video, like, I've seen video from January 6th where the cops, I'm, you know, I believe that some of those, the DC police down there opened up those doors, and you can definitely see them talking to the guys like, okay, are you guys done now? You guys had enough?
There was a whole bunch of federal guys there too with their short haircuts, all gathered together. There's photos of that. So this was a very orchestrated event.
Yeah. On top of which, like 42 Chilled said, innocent woman shot, and then still no justice for her. Nope. Yeah. And who was it? Who's the congressman who said, you better just start shooting some of these people? Isn't that... What congressman was that? Someone's going to tell me in there. What do you feel about all that, Rob, as, you know, you're law enforcement, former law enforcement?
Yeah, you know, I think there was a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that... you know, we certainly don't know now. I mean, we have an inkling on some of it, but probably for the most part, we'll never know. But like with anything, you know, there's bad apples in every profession. You know, there's bad doctors and dentists and stuff, and you know, there are some bad cops. Those just need to be dealt with on the individual basis, not you know, all cops are bad and all are dirty like this, because that's not what it is. I mean, it's just a handful of bad apples, and you know, you get it with everything. You know, every life there's you can't just broad stroke and paint everybody in those particular you know, occupations with the same brush, because it's not true.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. You know, but that is a narrative that's trying to be painted out there by the left. By the way, Night Train says Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham.
Yeah,
that was the guy who said just start shooting them.
Just start shooting people. Yeah, that's why didn't
Lindsey.
just
He was not so worried when cities were burning down around the country.
No, why don't we just start shooting them there too? Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
So yeah, I think it's weird what's happening with law enforcement in America. It's like on one hand, cancel the police. On the other hand, people don't need to have their own guns, but we also don't need cops. And then we also let all the prisoners out. Yeah, that totally went fine. That experiment was awesome.
Yeah, that's that COVID thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I left this AC on here. Hold on, let me dial this up for a second here. My AC is still on here in the van. Yeah. That didn't go wrong on us at all. Remember what these guys did. All those riots we saw around the country happened at the same time that they were just letting prisoners out. And then they also weren't going out there and arresting these people that were rioting. I get protest. I get it. Someone's protesting.
That wasn't
something.
Protest, right?
Yeah.
Breaking in the stores or not?
No, that's not a protest. No, that's a riot. That's a riot, right? So they didn't have cops going out there and arresting people. They didn't have that. They didn't have these guys getting locked up. The times that people did get locked up, they just let them go. But still, we're here all this time after January 6th, and they're still calling people. So this is why a lot of people are just ignoring what's happening.
In my opinion, the whole January 6th thing is just a diversion to divert people's attention away from how crappy and shitty the economy is right now. So, and how expensive everything is. That's the main reason they're having these. We gotta have a special meetings, and we gotta debate all this stuff. And it's like, well, why don't you debate how much a pound of bacon costs? Come on, or how much a gallon of how much is gasoline in Utah?
Yeah, that's a good question, Rob. How's gas looking?
It was $5.05 this morning, and then it went up a nickel. I think it was like $5.09, $5.10 by noon today. It'll change within just a few hours. It'll go up a nickel or a dime, stuff like that. So
okay, that's regular. Now, like for you diesel dudes, what's diesel?
Oh, hold on.
What's diesel looking like in Utah right now? I'm guessing it's over 6.
No, it's let's see. Let me pull it up here. I think it was like $5.50 something.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
That's because in Florida diesel was like at 6. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I'll look at 5.45. Okay, I thought when I was looking at Florida, let's see,
I
diesel.
Just put in. Let's see here. What did I just put in?
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to pull up a gas station here. I'm gonna look on Gas Buddy and see what diesel is in Florida.
Average diesel. It's Florida average prices. Diesel's current average is $5.58 a gallon.
Okay, that came down a little bit. That came down. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it depends.
Yeah,
on where
we're
you're
about
at.
that. We're about that too here in Florida, Rob. The same thing.
That's according to AAA. So.
Yeah, it's like 5 something. 5.30, 5.45. What's that?
I was going to say the highest price for diesel within a couple miles is looks like $5.79. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's within about 5 miles of here.
Yeah, I know. I definitely saw diesel hit 6.
It has bumped that before. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Flying Rich says January 6th is impeachment theater 3.0. That's true.
Yeah, I mean we had to deal with this, this years and years of impeachment.
Mm-hmm.
Getting peed on by Russian prostitutes and all these wild ass stories that were part of about Trump, which were all lies. Every one of them's a freaking lie. I'm not defending him, but I'm just saying all this was lies. Because if it was true, if a tiny percent of it was true, something really would have happened. But nothing ever came of it.
We would have also seen some serious video. Come on now.
Oh yeah. Well, and here, speaking of that, so now we have the president's son, who is a serious reprobate. And there's video of all this stuff.
Wait, hold on a second. Wait, hold on a second for 1 second. Did you say retrobate? Is it
Yeah, that's
retro?
what I said.
Is it retrobate or reprobate? Which one? What is
Reprobate. Okay, I got my words switched around there. He's a serious scumbag. All right, he's a serious
Okay.
turd. He's a breathing turd, and nothing gets done. Nothing.
Mhm.
He nothing. Nothing. No. Well, that's just the way he is. Don't.
Mhm.
Here's that phrase I love. Who am I to judge, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
come
Yeah.
on. So, but yeah, no, come on. If that was Trump's son, you can imagine what would have went on. They would
Oh
have
yeah.
been freaking, they would have bounced off the walls. The leftists
Yeah.
would have been so fired up. They wouldn't know what to do. No, no, it's okay. No
Yeah.
worries.
This is why people are avoiding that. So how's gun stuff going in Utah? Is Utah,
Yeah, it's soft guns.
is Utah like you think it's a good place for guns?
Oh,
You live there. Okay. Okay.
yeah, it's real good.
All right. All right. So what kind of, let's talk a little bit about guns here. I guess we can talk about whatever we want to, but I'm just, what kind of guns are you into, Rob? This is what I would like to know. We're gonna spend some time. We're gonna show some of Rob's gear here in a second, but let's
Yeah,
let's
let's
show
do
his
that, yeah.
street cred here with some gear, with some guns. What kind of guns you into over there?
Truly, one of my favorites is the CZ Scorpions. They're
Really?
there's just everything everything about them. Grab one here.
Oh,
So,
oh, this is fully kitted.
No, you don't like scorpions. You don't like scorpions at all.
Yeah.
so
I've seen yeah. I've seen the pictures you had. No, wait, don't put it away. Tell us tell us what you got on here, Rob. That's awesome.
So pretty much anything that I own has a Olight flashlight on it.
Okay.
It's got the pressure switch there.
You like the Olight stuff, huh?
I do. I kind of looked around a little bit and it just for what they are and how much they cost. It's putting out some great light. It's got the pressure switch right here.
Oh, okay, nice.
So I do like that a lot.
I'm sure right now Lola's putting a Olight link in the chat
Yeah.
at this moment. Uh-huh.
And optics, I run Hollow Suns on everything. I like those. They seem to. I looked at the EOTechs in the very beginning and stuff, and just after doing the research, for what you're getting for a few $100 more, it's like, yeah, I don't want to go that direction. So I went with the Hollow Suns, and I haven't been let down yet. I truly like it. And a couple months ago, I I found out about the 3x multipliers, and what a huge difference. I wish I would have known about that a long time ago.
Okay.
And
Yeah, Hollow Sun is doing some amazing, man, when did I start doing this stuff? I think around like 2012, 2013. And Hollow Sun is just kicking all the asses nowadays when it comes to this stuff. Go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I just this is one of our slings that we make here in house. Just a 2-point. I run some of them with a 1-point, some of them with a 2-point on it, but and just a foregrip. Most of the time, I do like the foregrip. A lot of people C-clamp it and stuff. Sometimes I'll just depending on the mood, but I do like the the foregrip on there. So
No, that's pretty beefy. What's is that a suppressor you have on there, or is that a muzzle device?
just a fake suppressor that they put on a lot of the carbines. Most of the carbines have them.
Mm-hmm.
But
Are you? Go ahead. You got the folder.
Yeah, hold it like that. So
There you go. Very nice.
Yeah, I just love the way it shoots. It's just nice and quiet and accurate. And,
Yeah. You got any questions here on that Scorpion, Walt? I have a Scorpion as well. I think Walt has at least one or two, right, Walt?
Actually, at the moment, I have two. I just bought one of the newer ones to make sure that our stock fits on it all right. So, but yeah, I mean, I have nothing against the Scorpion. I just, I kind of lean toward this side. So, for the little guns, for the small guns, yeah. I mean,
The only drawback to the new Scorpions is they changed the mag. So if any existing Scorpion, that you have, the mags don't
Really?
interchange. Yeah, that's what I'm told.
What is the mag
I'll
now?
have to check that out tomorrow.
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
the mag situation now?
It's just a different, just how it goes in is a different connector. And I'm not really sure why they would do that, but
Yeah. They might be trying to make it more uniform because I think, yeah,
Why?
can't you use some of the
How
well,
much
I
that
know
Armory-
not the MP5s, but there's so PSA has some that you can use with PSA stuff
Maxwell
and
has
Scorpion, right? But I don't think I know there's been some differences or whatever with it, right? Because I think that, like, I know PSA said that they're not guaranteeing that these work in anything other than a PSA thing, because I think there's some things with the CZ Scorpions where not really every mag works in there. I know I've heard that, and folks out there who have it can tell me. Go ahead, Walt.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to pull out the brand new Scorpion tomorrow and see what mags work and which mags don't work.
Yeah, Walt. We expect to see a video. Go ahead, Rob.
I was gonna say let me know, because that's I bought that one I don't know, a couple months ago or whatever, and they talked about the new one, and it's like, I'd heard about the mags, and they said, yeah, you're right, and so I didn't want to have to first of all buy other mags, and then to keep track. Oh my goodness, which is this the S3 or what is it? And
Yeah.
that just didn't there. So
Yeah, I like uniformity. Asper Warrior's out there. Shout out to him. He says, what does he say here? He says, at Walt, you are worried the Scorpion will melt during the EMP. And he said that's an old...
That's Tyven's worry. That's
Yeah.
Tyven's worry.
So, Rob, we have a friend of ours. His name is the Tyven Show. He doesn't like Glocks because he says the Glocks could potentially melt if an EMP happens, and he's seen it. I
put my microwave all the time. Nothing happens.
Okay. All right. Sure. All right. So what else you got? So okay, that's a very nice Scorpion you have. What other kind of stuff you got there?
The Century Arms MP5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
How you liking that? How's that?
I love it.
Yeah, let's get a good look at that, Rob. Let's get a good look at that, man. This might be the thumbnail right here. Oh, look at that. That's looking
got a
real
hollow sun on it.
Yeah.
Hollow sun.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
the MP. I have a Century Arms. I have the full size. Excuse me. Yeah, I have the full size one. MP5, made in Turkey, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And my stocks fit on those just fine. That's the
Yeah.
reason I had to buy that one, to make sure my stocks fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a good gun.
Rob, I mean, if you're ever looking for a stock for your MP5, Walters makes some really cool ones. Here, let's see. Walter's going to give the demo.
Yeah, that's the tail hook.
Yeah, you've
We
got
make
the
them
pistol there, Rob. Yeah.
We make them with the regular. He's got the K there.
Mhm.
We make a K stock. We make the full size MP5, I call it. For a tail hook brace, or if you got an SBR, a regular old buttstock.
Sure.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's
So-
metal.
All aluminium. All
Yeah.
aluminium.
So
and steel.
definitely EMP proof.
There
Oh,
you
yeah.
go. Nice.
Yeah, for sure. No, you could. I like that. I like that setup because it's not. Well, who knows what's going to happen with all this craziness going on with the ATF, but that's still a pretty cool way to go with it. Now, obviously, like my MP5 is an SBR. So there you go. There's my sexy MP5. Hold on, this doesn't look as good until you put the magazine in. Okay, there we go.
There
Bam.
you go.
Yeah. So mine's obviously, and it has the. I need to get. I should put one of your stocks on here, Walt. I think Patrick has his set up like that, right?
Yeah. He's got the original stock on his.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can get this to focus properly without. There we go. Okay, so you see right here. Check that out. Right here on top, I've actually got my a red dot thing built in. So this was done by Richard Hoffman at BWE, right
Plus
there.
you got your personalized.
Yeah, mine's personalized. I'm trying to see where I have it. I think it's here. Yeah, let's see if you guys can. Let's see if I can get close enough. So you see what mine says, right there. It says H and K. H and K.
H and K.
Which happens
Hank.
to spell Hank. That happens to spell Hank. This was originally an HK gun when it was in service. For the SWAT team here locally. But when they cut up the receiver, obviously it's not a HK anymore. So when Richard from BWE did this, I still wanted to, because I think that's a odd coincidence. The H and K is Hank.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm making a dad joke, and no one gets it. But there you go. So.
Yes.
There you go.
So, let's see here.
What do you have, Walt? We got like around a minute for you to show off your badassery.
Oh, my badassery! Gosh, you make me always do this. Let's pick up a bag of Glocks. Let's see here. What do we have in the bag of Glocks?
I mean, there's a big, massive barrel sitting right behind you. Go ahead, show us the bag of Glocks, though.
Oh, that's the one. That's actually that 50 cal sitting right here. This muzzle brake is not the one I usually put on my gun. It's what they call a tank brake.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the first R50 that I ever made. The first bolt action complete rifle.
Okay.
I brought it back to life because it. Oh, look at that. A polymer 80. Look at that. Wow. Isn't that scary?
Yeah, it better be serialized.
That's a scary gun, isn't it?
Yeah. You ever put any polymer 80s together? I know we got like about 17 seconds here before we go to the break. You ever do that?
Oh, look at that. Another one.
I know, yeah, okay. There's going to be a bunch of these coming out of this bag.
You're reproducing.
Listen, here's what we're going to do. We are going to take a quick break here, and we're going to come back, and we're going to get a look at some of the cool gear Rob had.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point.
All right, so let's see. We're back here. Let me see a couple of things. One, Lola has put up a few Olight links in the chat, so there you go. And Cruiseman says, dad joke, more like bad joke. Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate that. And Brian Quick says, did you all hear the Georgia Guidestones were blown up? I didn't hear that. I'm going to see if I can... Yeah, what's the deal with that? The Georgia Guidestones.
I didn't even know anything about them until after they've blown up. I'd never seen anything, but I guess Julia was saying that they were built in like 1941 or something like that. But yeah, they have a video of the actual explosion of that.
Who did that? Mysterious granite structure, which has drawn tourists to rural towns since 1980, was intentionally bombed. Authorities say.
What is it a thing for? What is it? What's it a memorial for, or whatever?
I don't know. It says a mysterious structure that has long drawn tourists to a cow pasture in rural Georgia sustained heavy damage Wednesday when someone set off an explosive device, according to law enforcement. Okay. I don't know if anyone out there understands more of... I didn't even know about the Georgia Guidestone, so I didn't
I've never heard of it before.
Yeah.
But
I hadn't heard of it before today, so...
Yeah.
Well, where's the AFT at?
Oh, they're there.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. AFT and E.
Yeah.
E. Explosives, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for more than 4 decades, the Georgia Guidestones near Elberton, Georgia have been an enigma. On Wednesday, the authorities said unknown individuals destroyed a large part of the structure. Huh.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, I've never heard of those, so...
Me neither.
Yeah.
No.
So Julia just said it opened in 1980. So.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Brian Quick says the Georgia Guidestones are from the New World Order. The funder of the stones, excuse me, has been kept secret. And Cruiseman says he lived in Georgia, never heard of them. And Asper Warrior says, I thought that was America's Viking Stonehenge. No, they look like they're built out of...
No.
I don't think so.
That's polished marble. Yeah.
Yeah, so let me see. Can I go in? So here's another article here on it, talking about it. And if you go in, it looks like there's something written on it, but...
There's text on it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what's written on there.
Somebody had some serious...
Some serious
boom
dynamite.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Or some det cord or something, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. So Rob, did you want to give us a look at some of the stuff from like the Vest Guy? What did you want to? And I know you said that you're the Vest Guy on YouTube, right? You've got a YouTube channel for this.
Yep. And Overland Gear Guy, but yeah, we can start off with some of the the stuff, and we can make just about anything that you can imagine, and everything's actually made in this building here in North Salt Lake, Utah. But I've kind of always specialized in unique stuff. So, P90 pouches. Here's one that's a Molly version.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Here's one that's that's closed like that, and it's got the sling strap, but it's also Molly. But I never even realized anyone made P90 pouches. That's cool. Yeah. That's the thing is you can make, or you can buy crap that will work. You can shove it in there and make it work. But why do that when you got something that's actually physically made exactly for that? I do a lot of MP5 mags and stuff. This one actually holds 6 mags, but it's the 9mm and the 22. Technically they will work in both pouches, but I would rather have the perfect fit. So I make one for the 22 and one for the 9. So.
Oh, cool.
And it's, again, why not have the right tool for the job? I mean, if you're rolling with an MP5, you've got some money invested, so why not have the right pouch for you?
Oh yeah, we've got a friend of ours that rolls around with his MP5, night vision, all that kind of stuff when he's walking his dog.
Nice. You never know.
In the mountains at his house in North Carolina. Yeah. not in Gainesville. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, for reals, I think that's something Babyface would be very. I mean, I'm interested in it. I think Babyface would love that. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. A bunch of Scorpion mag pouches.
Scorpion.
Again,
Okay.
This one holds 6. We do one that holds a 3. But again, you can find crap out there that will work. But why not have it fit, make it right, like that.
That's cool. Check that out, Walt.
Pouches for
yeah, let's see that again. That's a gas mask bag right there.
Yep. So this
I like that.
Actually,
leg strap there.
Yeah.
I'm actually on the Vest Guy's website. Right
Yeah,
now.
I was gonna say. So here, if you guys are, let me see if I can get my. Hold on, I gotta get my phone. All right, so there, yeah, here you go. So the Vest Guy, if you look it up, it's easy enough to find. There is a website you can click on and go to, thevestguy.com. And you can go through and see all the different things. There's a link to videos for gear there that you guys could check out. And here's a bunch of different stuff. You know what? One of these what I need to do when Rob and I get a chance, I'll try to. We don't have like a discount code. I'm sure someone will ask us about that, but I'll see if I can at some point here in the future get something like that worked out for you. But just to show you guys some of the cool stuff on there, check these rigs out right there. There's the P90 PS90 setup. Flying Rich needs that, man. I used to have our friend Flying Rich that was in the chat. I think he's still out there. Yeah, he's got the PS90. I had one. I collect bullpups. I had to sell mine because when I had one back in the days when I first started doing this, and back then I used to like buy a gun, do videos, and then I'd have to sell them so I can get other guns. Yeah, so I need to. I'm gonna get one back.
I think that's a crime in itself if you have to,
Yeah,
buy
it
and
is.
sell.
Yeah, it's a big crime. It's a big crime. What else you got over there?
Let's see. So here's
Oh, there you go.
Oh man.
Yeah, that is awesome. HK slap right there. How much does that weigh? That is all the gear.
about 35 pounds the
Wow.
way it's sitting right now, and I don't have a plate in here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah.
But,
That's that's fully equipped right there.
but it's just unique stuff. I mean, here if if you have a helmet and your night vision, you don't want it just throwing all over the place. So we make a nice little.
Oh, that's the helmet right there. So do you have one of those that can take all the night vision stuff on it? Let's see that helmet bag again. That's cool. Okay, yeah. All right. But can you have all your night vision stuff? Do you have one that you can have all the gear on it and have it in the bag, or no?
Sure, I could make a bag for it. Yeah, I just
Okay.
I keep that totally separate.
Yeah, I'm not
So,
sure. Do people just take all their gear off when they're putting it up? I don't know how.
Yeah, you
Okay.
usually you just roll with your helmet, and then you just have your your night vision in another bag and throw it up there.
Okay. Yeah. So when we get a chance here, we're probably going to go into some other. I have some stuff here I can share with you guys. Walt, you would like this. I bought this gear bag right here from the Overland Gear Guy. Check it out. You can also get patches.
Toys.
Check.
You have your sex toys in there?
When
Are you supposed to show us that?
So what happened? What happened with this? When I bought this from Rob, he was like, "Oh yeah, you can get one of these Velcro patches." I was like, "Yeah, I want the Velcro patch that says sex toys on it."
Does that mean you're a sex toy, or are your sex toys in the bag?
No, it's not actually for that. I just thought it was funny.
Ah, okay.
I just thought it was funny to have it. By the way, like here's one that I got from my handheld ham radio right here. I got from Rob. So there's my handheld ham radio, and this actually has like a real big Velcro strap on it, so it can go over like sun visors and things like that. Actually, this one's a little big for the sun visor in my van. But, there's still places that you can hook it onto, so I've got that. I think Rob was talking about these, that he has behind him, some, like, garbage can bags. Right. So this is actually a bag that you could keep a garbage can in. So we've got, like, a small garbage can in there. So that way, it's plastic, so if anything, with liquids in it and all that, this can get dirty and not the bag, and then you can wash that out. But what I like about it is that you can zip it up. When I see things like this, you don't have the ability to zip it up, and that helps, keep creatures and stuff like that out of there.
Yeah, critters.
Not really critters, but you like if you've got something that's spilled or smells or whatever, you want to be able to zip it up. You don't want gnats and all that kind of stuff flying around the van. That's like one of the most annoying things out there. So
you gotta take out the garbage, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when we're in the van, we constantly, every time we stop to get gas or whatever, but yeah, it's got to go. So, so there you go. I think Lola's in the chat complaining about one of the cell phone companies.
Lola sent me info on the monument that got
Is this supposed to be some kind of new world order? What does she say?
It's like some kind of like instructions for post-apocalypse. All these like
really.
Don't do this, don't do that. Be good to the earth. All this garbage.
Oh, okay. I see. This is like a new world order, 10 Commandments type thing.
I guess. I don't know, man. All I know is that wasn't cheap to put up. So somebody with a lot of money.
Yeah. George Soros or someone.
Right.
Yeah. Throwing stuff up there. Yeah. Did you have any questions about any of the stuff that Rob was showing there, Walt?
I'm just. I see the vest. You get vest to carry all your stuff. I could see Hank have one that says his vest says sex toys, and he's got all his
Right. If I, yeah.
So
You
here's
got
just a simple plate carrier that's, it's
cool.
not as big, nothing like, the other vest that we had there. But
Yeah.
so if you're just looking for, something like that that's a little more sleek and, you don't want to be
and as far as if you don't want to be all camoed out and be like super tactical obvious, what options are there?
We have like I think 30 different colors to choose from. So
Okay.
some coyote, OD, black, you name it. There's I think there's 30 colors online that you can.
You know what? You know what I would think is what I think it would be cool for someone to do for a tactical vest, because like I like the gray man approach to a lot of stuff. I love gear stuff, and I love being able to have a bunch of gear and bags like that. This green bag, seriously, what I like with these is you could pack clothes in them and help organize. Like I've got cabinets and everything here. But for the tactical side, but being gray man, I don't ever see a denim tactical vest out there.
See a what?
Denim. Like blue jeans.
Yeah, I mean we have a denim color fabric. It's not like the actual denim. I could probably look that direction.
Yeah,
but that's.
I mean, it's from a distance, it'll just look like you got a jeans jacket on, or it could look like a jeans jacket, but really it's got a bunch of pouches, maybe on the inside. So, for example, with my jeans, I have like what I call the gray man jeans. They don't look like cargo pants. They just look like regular jeans. 511 makes them, and there's some other places. I've got one from Triple Aught. What is it? Triple Aught Design or something like that. Ridiculously expensive. But basically, it just looks like jeans, but it's like cargo pants. So it has big pockets in the back that you can put in magazines, and you can have all these things, but you look like you're just wearing jeans. And then if you want to look real, real country, you can look like you have a denim vest on, but really it's a tactical vest.
A denim plate carrier.
Yeah. I don't know if everyone's gonna buy that from you, Rob.
You can have that on with your overalls on. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Overalls and an MP5 hanging off.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's America. That's America.
Yeah, exactly. Asper Warrior says, "I want a denim vest I could bedazzle." That's what Asper Warrior said.
we gotta get an American Gun chick with one of those. Get her to bedazzle that thing.
Oh yeah, she would. That would look pretty cool. Shelly Fungus has this. I don't know. Walt might have a question, but Shelly Fungus has this question. He says, "Is Rob's stuff made here in America? Just curious. It's well made. I honestly don't care what the country of origin is if it's well made, but you can answer that, Rob."
Yeah, it matters, and everything is made in. Let's just run in the other room.
Okay. Oh, we're going mobile.
We're mobile. We're going on the road.
All right. Look at this,
We'll show you.
Walt. We are like freaking. We're like CNN. We're like GNN over here, the Gun News Network. We're going mobile. Oh, look at that. What?
That's right there. That's where everything's sewn in place. Right here, we're doing some solar bags and a bunch of safety reflective. We do a lot of safety reflective stuff.
Yeah, but I don't see any like 4-year-olds or 5-year-olds manning those sewing machines.
They knew I was coming in here, so they all got locked.
They're all out on their rice break. Just leave them alone, Hank. They're having their rice break.
Yeah, so yeah, you've got materials, everything over there, man. Wow.
Yeah, so here's I was telling you about. If I can unroll this real quick.
Asper Warrior says, "Is this where all your wives do the sewing?" Oh, people, the folks here have zingers, Rob. Zingers.
I'm not from Utah. I'm here now, so I'm a transplant. So
yeah, and let me ask you: is there a problem with that? Would that be a problem if That's not a problem. we wouldn't judge.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I respect a man that can have 3 wives and survive that.
Right.
Yeah, no, that was a cool tour. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, so just basically the long way around that, but everything is made here in Utah. So
Yes. Were you just going to mention Julie? Big shout out to Julie, by the way. You're a
yeah,
very nice, significant other
Julia
over
set
there.
up a discount code, so it's good for both websites, and it's WMMF. So
There you go.
um,
WMMF. If you guys want to save some money and you go to either the Vest Guy or you go to Overland Gear Guy and you use the code WMMF, what do you save?
let me see.
Yeah, we'll find. We're doing this all right now while we're going here.
Yeah.
So Lola, if you're listening, you want to put that on any post that we have out there, so some people can save some money. And Shelly Fungus says, very cool, Rob. Thanks for the tour and the code. Woohoo from Shelly Fungus. There you go.
And everything has a lifetime warranty. I didn't mention that earlier, but not only can you get custom stuff made. So I mean, you could say, "Hey, I want this pouch, but I obviously this is for me." So most people wouldn't have that on there. But when you have these for Scorpions and MP5s and the MP522, you don't want to mix them up. You just want to grab the right one and go. So, but we can customize it. We can make it for different mags. I've made them for Tommy guns, for the drums, all the different drums. But a lifetime warranty, and you may think, shit, that don't mean much. Big deal. I've been doing this 31 years, and so when you get a lifetime warranty, that's a big freaking deal. So rest assured, you're going to get quality American-made stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's awesome. I think that is really good. It's good if to be able to get stuff that's made here. I agree with. I think it was Shelly Fungus who asked that question. If the stuff is well made, and it comes from overseas, I don't think that's a crime or anything like that. But if you can actually support people making stuff here, then that's a big bonus, as far as I'm concerned. Do you have any questions here, Walt?
And you're gonna play hell getting something custom made in China. So
Oh,
yeah, if you want that plate carrier and you want it made blaze orange, or like UN blue, you probably have UN blue somewhere around there. I mean,
yeah, he has a lot of stuff.
Or if you want to say press on it or something like that,
right?
You can get all that stuff done. Yeah.
We do a lot of press and media vests, all over the place. We do body armor carriers, so you can, we've had some guys in Bahrain many years ago when all the rioting was going on and stuff. I mean, he sent back some photos. I mean, he was seriously in the thick of things.
We're gonna take a quick break. Hold on, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors, so when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist.
Yeah, sorry for that. I should have given you guys the, The time goes really fast here. Couple of things. Lola did put into the chat, use code WMMF to save 10% off. So Lola put that there, so thanks. You can save 10%. And let's see here. Shelly Fungus says, I want sex toys sticker for my plate carrier. Laugh out loud.
How about the groin protector? The one that drops down between the down the middle there.
Made those before.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys do patches too, right, Rob?
Yeah. We'll take a quick little.
Oh yeah.
Little right
Look
here.
at this. You can get a bunch of. So when you're organizing your stuff, these are, other than for putting funny things on there. Oh, there's sex toys right there.
You know it.
And
it
the
should
van.
be SHTF sex toys.
Yeah, I saw SHTF somewhere down there as well.
Yeah, I saw it too.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
while
you got
we're
it.
up,
Yeah.
let me
Oh,
take you into
okay.
the other showroom here.
Oh,
So,
there's a lot of vests. Yeah. Wow.
We really do a lot of safety reflective vests and stuff like that. So, kind of give you
That's cool.
a little bit on that.
Yeah.
But
Do you do any holsters? I think that's the thing I was meaning to ask you, and I keep forgetting.
yeah, we do some drop leg stuff and
Mm-hmm.
a fair amount of holsters that are on the vests themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Usually there's a quick release buckle or a cover flap closure on those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have one here in front of me, but yeah, I do those.
Okay. And what about ammo bags and stuff like that?
Yeah, we've done a few different ones. They do get heavy. So I've done ones like this, and it'd be 223 and 22, 12 gauge stuff like that. But it does get quite heavy. But that way, it's just it's basically one of our smaller tool bags. This is a GPC bag, but like that.
Yeah.
You could use first aid and stuff like that too.
Yeah. Yeah, do you have, Walter was just mentioning first aid. I know you have first aid bags, right? Do they come fully kitted out, or people have to put all the first aid stuff?
It's just people they want to carry so much different stuff. What I carry may not be, what somebody else carries and stuff. See if you can see this.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of the larger ones, but
Mm-hmm.
and we do these for the Molly version. So let's see if I bring it right here. Sorry, hopefully not.
No, you're good. Oh.
But we make.
So that goes on the Molly webbing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we do one for the back of the headrest that just goes over the headrest itself.
Mm-hmm.
But
cool.
Basically, if you can come up with the idea, no matter what it is, send me a link, send me measurements, send me pictures of it. We can probably make just about any type of carrying device that you would want. But
yeah,
and it helps if I know what you're using it for, because I've made some stuff and I think okay, once they get it and then they'll show me some pictures and it's like, oh, if I would have known what you're doing, I would have done this, and this. They're happy with it, but it could have been a much better product, in my opinion. Like that. If I know what you're going to do with it, how you're going to use it, and stuff like that, it's a big difference.
Yeah, Walt, when you see this stuff, are you thinking of any ideas? I could say, like, when I'm out looking at all the different vans and everything, and I know you're completely, custom building yours. Man, people don't realize how important it is to use like every single space for storage, and that's where things like bags and stuff like that come in handy. Does this give you any ideas, Walt, or stuff you want to know about?
I was thinking more plate carriers myself.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. What kind of plate carrier stuff are you interested in?
Well, I don't have anything, so that's,
okay.
I've kind of been hemming and hawing about getting some of that stuff.
Oh, there's this guy that we know.
Yeah, and there's certain folks in this country want to ban all that stuff. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's just crazy. Yeah. But you know what? So I can say I'm gonna pitch on behalf of Walt here, and Rob. I do work for Safety Harbor Firearms. Obviously, I don't work over there in terms of punching in because Walt would never pay me.
You can,
but
I've
I'm
said,
part of the.
Hey, cut down the shop for a week and do the heat for a week and see how you fare.
No, but I am part of the marketing. I am part of the marketing over there. And Safety Harbor sponsors, obviously the podcast and my channels as well. But here's the thing, Walt goes to SHOT Show and he's actually in the law enforcement section of SHOT Show.
Yeah.
So he's got a nice setup there. Yeah, you guys should get together and work on something. Yeah, and that way Walt can have some of your stuff displayed up there.
I was thinking a plate carrier, maybe something. Like you had it either to have put mag pouches on it too, in the same, whether they're removable or fixed. Probably removable, probably the best way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what gun you want to tote around or what mags you need to tote around and stuff. But and a color that's not like so. Hey, I've been. It's like if you get your boogie bag. You don't want to. If you're going to get on public transportation with your boogie bag and you look like you just dropped in on a parachute. It might not be the best.
You might be the first guy who gets capped. You might be the first dude who gets capped. Yeah. What you got there?
So this is just a real neutral. This is our charcoal. We switched from a different gray to this charcoal several months back. But if you're looking for something, gray man, whatever, but less tactical looking, this charcoal would be right up your
right, something on that order, yeah.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. I like the just the gray stuff that easily blends in, or anything that blends in for that matter. Do you guys ever do any wild, crazy patterns? I know
my Little Pony or something like that.
I like wild patterns for the van. I like just seeing like crazy splashes of color.
Bright stuff.
Yeah. Do we still have Rob up there? It looks like he froze for a second.
We've got a pink, fluorescent pink.
Okay, fluorescent.
Fluorescent orange camouflage. We got like a fluorescent just pink.
Okay. Yeah.
So, pretty much if you can find the color, we can do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's really cool, man. I think it's interesting to see all the cool stuff. Asper Warrior says, actually really interested in this stuff. I'm saving the link in Hank's code. And then he also says, can you make me a Kevlar? What is this? Can you make me a Kevlar 3A ammo bag I can dump out and wear as a helmet? It needs some eye holes in one side. I don't know how you... Yeah, I'm not sure how you do that. You need flaps, eye flaps.
You don't want to end up being like a pointy topped.
Yeah, you don't want to be pointy top. No. Yeah, it's an interesting idea. It's an interesting idea for sure. Mm-hmm.
I don't know how.
We did do a unique photo vest. We did a lot of photography vests, and this lady was just into sunflowers like you wouldn't believe. So the whole vest, and maybe I'll throw it up on my Facebook page tomorrow if you guys want to take a look at it, or Julia could maybe post it on the Facebook page. And but it was, the whole thing was just sunflowers, the pockets, the vest itself.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like sunflowers. That's cool.
Probably one of the most. Yeah. So, but yeah, I always say we're like Burger King. You can get it made your way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Lola sent me this. Lola sent something about these Georgia Guidestones. She says, Georgia Guidestones, mysterious instructions for the post-apocalypse. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite, and be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. There's a really powerful vibe. What the heck? Okay, so this thing was a little cray-cray.
And somebody with a lot of extra money, too.
Yeah. That's I would have to dig into that. I never actually heard of that before, so very interesting. Yeah, and then what is Patrick's? Patrick is sending me something, brass suppressor on a 4570. That's interesting. Who is that? With the brass suppressor. That's Babyface P sending me some kind of video thing. Let's see. A brass suppressor on a 4570. Oh, interesting. Okay. Cool.
I guess. Why not?
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah. It happens. It's all doable. All doable. Yeah, so okay, getting back to this stuff here. Yeah, you guys have a lot of stuff. So you definitely do some custom stuff for people out there if they don't have those particular things, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I would like to throw something out, and get feedback from your group. Is I told you in the very beginning I do a lot of street organizers and stuff, but what about something like this? Basically, it's just Julia calls it the grab and go EDC. Basically, it's just kind of stuff that you want here. I got a knife, I got a lighter, I got some a battery charger, Sharpie, just stuff that if I get in the van, I want to have that stuff there. If we're taking the Suburban, I want to have it there. If I'm jumping in another rig with somebody, it's just small enough, convenient enough that I can grab that, and it's just just important here. Little two-way radio that's in there, another
Okay.
flashlight, things like that. But what are some stuff that you guys would want to carry? Is this a decent size
I
that you think's manageable?
Yeah, go for it,
Well, I
Walt.
haven't released it yet. It's just you guys.
and
What's that?
only thing I see is everything is visible from the outside instead of having that have it on the inside. So when you come strolling
Yeah,
into the hotel, all your stuff's not like, hey, he's got
Yeah, you don't want people seeing your actual
Yeah,
sex
we
toys
can-
if they're in there, but yeah.
True.
But anyways, it's
Valid
the same
point. No,
concept,
Yeah.
concept, just zip it up inside of a.
Yeah,
and-
I
and
like
you could
how-
probably swing it around the other way and zip it up when you want everybody to see your stuff. But when
Yeah, that's a
you don't
good
want
point.
to, you zip it around the other way and close it up. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Sure.
I think that's a good point. I mean, I like the fact that it looks like a shopping bag. Can you show it again? Let me take a look at it again if you don't mind. I
Yeah.
kind of like how it looks like kind of like a shopping
I mean-
bag kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's about shopping bag size right there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on. So you have
Yeah.
the pocket inside, and then you have your carrying stuff on the outside.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So you have an
there's
inside
pockets
pocket.
in here, and then in the.
Okay.
I don't even know what the heck I got in the top here. Yeah, I guess not much, but yeah, it's pretty big opening. But it's just little stuff that
Yeah.
we could
Okay.
do like
yeah.
that.
You could never have too much stuff. So like one of the things I could tell you that something like that will come in handy, and it's happened to Lola and I. Sometimes you're camping out somewhere, and they actually happen to have maybe like a public bathroom there that you can use. I know we did that one time at one of the RV shows. So you have to take all your stuff with you and go over to the bathroom, right? So you got to take a towel and your.
Yeah, you could stuff your towel inside. You got your
Yeah.
personal care items there, and you're off to the shower.
Yeah, something like that I think would be cool, that you could take that stuff with you, and you can have like your fresh clothing that you're going to put on, your like all that stuff in there. I know when I shower, well, I got to have a lot of stuff. I'm a little bit of a princess. I got to have special hair stuff and face stuff and scrubbing
All I need is a
things.
bar. Technically, all I need is a bar of soap, and I'm good to go. So,
Yeah. It's crazy, Walt. Come on.
I mean,
now.
I can even do that to shave with. I can take a bar of soap and round up my face, and I can shave with. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
But that happens a lot when you're traveling, like not just in vans, but in RVs in general. If you go to like
Yeah.
those truck stop showers, or even you're outside of a friend's house, you need something like that, right?
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
yeah.
So here back to Walt's idea. So here would be your stuff inside, and then
Yeah, then
this is already one of our utensil pouches. But boom, you just zip it up, and then
Right, and then it's all
that.
inside.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Same
cool.
concept.
hmm Yeah.
Nope.
No, that's there's
like
so
Union Pacific, we can handle it.
Yeah, there's so many different things I think that that people. So I don't have it in here right now, but I have one of those fanny packs. You know what the fanny packs are? What was that? What was that
Yeah.
called? Is it called a fanny pack? You know that little bag that everyone in
Those
the
are
we
80s.
ways.
had those in the
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah. Yeah, I have one of those typically in here when I'm traveling, because I'll have a whole bunch of stuff on me. So when I'm home, I've got, places like organizers to put like my watch, my wallet. I like all that stuff organized, but here in the van, I don't really have anything like that. So I have one of those, and that's something that I think is cool to have, because when I don't sleep with my watch on or anything else that I'm wearing, so I like to take it off, but I also want to know where it is. And a van is so small, like I'm always worried, man, I'm gonna like step on my watch or or whatever it is. Like I always have like knives and extra magazines and stuff like that in my pocket. So organization is key, I think,
Right.
in these things, so it can really get crazy. What's the name of the clothing? I can't, it's like skipping my mind right now, but you know how there's that like you can get these jackets and everything, and they have all these different pockets. Does anyone out there know what I'm talking about? There's my brother is always sending me links to these jackets. Like you can unzip the sleeves, but then there's all these different places that you can tuck things on. And I think they started making them for people that were traveling by plane, because they limit you how much stuff you could take on the plane. But these jackets, you could put so much stuff in these jackets. You've never seen what I'm talking about, Walter? There's all kinds of pouches all over it. Go ahead.
Is that called a field jacket?
So along that note,
Something like that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I've been to Africa a bunch of times and Alaska and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I fly with a ton of photography gear. But yeah, the same thing. You're limited on what you can carry, and I don't want the kind of camera gear that I have in the bottom of the plane floating around, to get damaged or to get taken by some worker down there and stuff. So I get on the plane and people like give me a bunch of crap that you look like a freaking terrorist or something, and the TSA, they did look at a couple times, but once they see what it is and stuff, just breeze right on through. But it's a personal item. It's not it's not an extra bag or something like that. It's just like your coat. So I've done that a ton of times, and you can pack the photo vest that I make with a lot of stuff. So
yeah, that's the thing. Typically if you have a whole bunch of stuff, anywhere to put it can get crazy. So it's cool to have I wish I could remember. I have one of these. I have several of these actually, because my brother Anonymous is big about these jackets. I just can't remember the name of them now. There's a company that specifically makes them, and you could just hide so much stuff in your pockets. It's not funny. Laptops, everything. Yeah. You're laughing while I'm telling you it's real. I wish someone would tell me the name. Oh, let's see. What's this? Oh, is this you guys make a fanny pack?
This is one that Stephanie made up, and her and the kids all have them and stuff, and they keep all their stuff in there when they're traveling. But yeah, I mean we've done a few of those like that and stuff. So it's just more than likely in 31 years we've probably done it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean we could sit here and people could just come up with ideas all day. Right. Yeah, we can. We can just come up with ideas for things. I mean, like for example, my car it's a 2-seater, but behind the 2 seats there's like a little shelf, that you can put stuff in. I guess if you're traveling in that thing, there's always like all kinds of different bags and places that you can put things and find storage. I mean, vans are one of the biggest ones. So. Night Train says, "Oh, Scott E-Vest." There you go. That was from Night Train. Thanks, Night Train. I'm looking.
E-Vest.
Yes, Scott's E-Vest. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up. We're gonna take in about 20 something seconds here. We're gonna take a break, but when I come back, I am definitely gonna show you guys the website of that. For people who don't know what I'm talking about, we will get into that here. And we'll get into more stuff. If you guys have questions for Rob or Walter, we're going to take all those when we come back. We're going to take this break right now.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC.
Okay, so there you go. All right, so we're back here. What is Armament and Axes? Something Armament and Axes is up to here. By the way, I encourage you guys. It looks like Armament and Axes is trying to get to 1,000 subscribers out there, so I encourage you guys to go subscribe to him.
So is Dirtfoot Racing, but
yes.
I just broke 700 the other day in Dirtfoot Racing.
Oh, so. Sweet! Congratulations, Walt.
I mess around with mini bikes and things with engines and all that stuff too. So. Yeah, it's I was actually riding one of my contraptions this afternoon to relax a little bit. It wasn't really well, if you call riding around in 90+ degree heat relaxing, but it relaxes my mind a little bit. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Walt is big on military vehicles, Rob.
Yeah, I collect that stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a big military vehicle
Very
guy.
nice.
So here's the website. I'll show you guys real quick for Scott's E-Vest. So they're just these regular jackets that have a ridiculous amount of pockets in them, you know, and they just look like regular jackets, but you've got hidden. See, that guy's pulling out a.
I saw the laptop come
Yeah,
out. Yeah.
my brother is crazy about it. My brother's been buying these for like 15, 20 years. I kid you not. This is like a big deal.
There's Steve. Testimonials of Steve Wozniak is one of the testimonials.
Yeah.
The Woz.
Yeah. They've got pants and all that kind of stuff, all kinds of things. So for the people out there who like to travel and you're looking for a lot of this stuff, check that out. I think that stuff is, that stuff is cool. I know that you guys are not necessarily into clothing, Rob, but I think it would be cool to maybe do like a rain vest or a rain jacket or something like that, or something waterproof that you can have a bunch of tools. So let's say you're coming out of your truck or your van and you got to fix something in the rain. You've got something to keep you keep you dry, and at the same time you have a bunch of tools in it or something. So that could be really cool. Let me go here. Shelly Funk. By the way, Walter is a contributor to this, and Walter gets 50% of anything that goes, because this is how Utreon works. So Walter's a contributor here. So if anyone gives money, Walter gets 50%. And Shelly Fungus gave us $20.
Holy cow, Shelly Fungus, you rock, man.
Yeah, thank you for that. He says, great show. Rob's products look awesome. Thanks, Hank, Lola, Walt, and chat. That's from Shelly Fungus. Big thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Nice.
I'm going to be getting me a plate carrier, that's for sure. So I gotta look at it and figure out what I really want. And I don't know, people have steel plates and then they have Kevlar plates, and does a plate carrier carry either or one's designed for the other, or how does that work?
Yeah.
The ones that I have here, you can put either the ceramics in or the steel ones. If you haven't got into it yet, go the ceramic. I mean, hands down, the ceramics cost more, but you're.
Yeah, I think Rob said at the end there you're talking half the weight. I think, some of your audio's going out, Rob. I know you're using a phone, right? Yeah, so.
No, I'm on the laptop.
Oh, you're on the laptop. Okay, cool.
I mean, I got. Yeah.
Okay, I think you were saying you can't see the chat. The chat is in the link. Like, if you click the link to share with fans, then that'll take you to Utreon. So it's the Utreon link, and that's where I think that's Julie from that's Julie she's in the chat, the vest guy. I think that's Julie in the chat right now. Yeah, so Julie's there if there's any other things. Yeah.
I'll comments in a little, or Julia can feed me the any questions that we might have, or you can, either one. But
yeah, there you go. I'm just trying to see if there's any relative. And Shelly Fungus had a good day trading today, so there you go. Is the stock market's up or down? I didn't even look at the stock market.
I don't know.
I'll be honest with you guys.
I used to know all that stuff.
Yeah, I didn't look at the stock market. I mean, the stock you could be making money on the stock market if it's going up or down. I know that much.
Yeah, depending on how you're into it. But
so I didn't really look and see what I could probably pull up what the Dow did today. Here we go. Yeah, it was a little bit up today. I don't know that it was, really that much going on today. So, you got to really follow the markets to see what's going on here. Now, did we take a look? I know we did show some stuff from Overland Gear Guy, but we need to pull up the website. So I'm going to pull that up right now.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if I could pull Overland Gear Guy. So here, just to show you guys, this is what it looks like: bags, pouches, Mercedes Sprinter, vehicle gear, all of that kind of stuff. And you can go check it out here. Are you guys having any issues getting materials, Rob? I'm showing some of the stuff on the site. I like the seat back stuff that you guys have. That's really cool. These seat back things you can use in lots of vehicles. Yeah. Go ahead, Rob.
So as far as supplies, we ran into like the navy blue fabric that we get all the time. We had a little bit of a delay getting some of that, so I just sourced it from another supplier. And but then the zippers, the main zippers we use for all the vests, the tack vest, reflective vest, photo vest, stuff like that. I went to order a couple weeks ago, and they said, yeah, we're looking at March of 23 for those zippers. So
What?
yeah.
Did you do the same thing I did? You go, what? Oh, what?
Wait. Where are those coming from? Where are those coming from?
The YKK zippers, I'm not
Oh,
sure,
okay. Okay.
where they're getting.
Yeah, I don't know if YKK is Australia.
So-
Well, no, probably not Australia. Yeah,
It's probably
I mean,
China.
it could be China, but I know there's lots of different countries. I know stuff that's coming out of Ukraine has got massive problems, and I'm actually surprised every time I hear what's being made in the Ukraine. The Ukraine is
Oh.
making a lot of shit,
Let me tell you something.
you know,
You
including tech. The Ukraine actually, they make a lot of tech stuff over there. And actually, there's a lot of programmers in the Ukraine. I've spoken to a lot of people that say, "Oh yeah, our overseas programmers are mostly in the Ukraine." What you got? Oh,
Yeah,
what's
so
Walt got
The
here?
other day in the mail, my wife gets a package, and I'm looking at the label, and it says Ukraine. I'm like, oh really? She ordered a laptop cover for her or what? It's not a laptop. It's the iPad or whatever.
Like a sleeve, yeah. That looks like a
yeah,
sleeve.
yeah, made out of leather, like a purple color from the Ukraine.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess the mail's still working in the Ukraine somewhere.
Yeah, they're still making stuff.
Yeah, and they're shipping stuff. So.
Yeah. Night Train says there's also a lot of hackers in the Ukraine.
Oh,
So if
yeah. Well,
if you haven't been getting hacked lately, it's because you could thank Putin for that one. I don't know.
Well, there's plenty of Nigerians still out there, so don't get all cocky, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Shelly Fungus says, Hank, I've been a full-time trader since I was 19, almost 50 years now. Wow, lots of ups and downs. I love it, and it's all I know. I could bartend, I suppose. No, there's nothing wrong with trading.
Wow.
I think it's respectable.
No, as long as you know what you're, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
And-
know what I'd be doing, so there's no way I even. I can trade ammo and gun parts and stuff. I'm pretty good at that, but yeah.
Right. Yeah.
One that we got from the Ukraine was an entire wall. It's American flag of the United States. The shape of the United States in an American flag, but yeah, it was made in Ukraine. Beautiful work and stuff, and it's holding up great. But I thought, let's see, we're getting a American flag in the Ukraine.
Well, how about you get American flag made in China?
Yeah.
It's like the same.
Yeah.
It's the same
Right.
thing. It's like,
Yeah. A lot of hats. I remember like the NRA would send me a bunch of stuff all made in China.
yeah.
You know, all this NRA stuff when I was like, I'm not. I did the like pay as you go NRA stuff, so I kind of dropped that. I know Walt, you're probably, I don't know if you're a lifetime NRA guy or not, Walt.
I
Are
did
you lifetime?
actually. I did the lifetime thing after Clinton got elected. So that's been a long time ago.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
want to go back in time. Yeah.
Right, yeah. I don't know about you, Rob. If you went lifetime or if you were ever like NRA. I'm not a big fan of the NRA these days.
No, I'm not really either anymore. So.
Yeah, I'm GOA
More-
life. I'm
no,
lifetime
no.
with GOA. Go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just I did a couple year thing with the NRA, but just the stuff that that they're kneeling down to recently in the news and stuff. It's like, yeah, you really have our back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's tough. I mean, it's too bad things went like that. But yeah, they hey, that's the way. 42 Chill says, did that map have 58 states? So here you go. Here's some more stuff here on the site. You know what? I like that. This ground mat. That seems like a simple thing, but that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Right there,
Yeah.
ground mat.
It is.
Yeah. That's pretty
You
cool.
know, if you don't want to be down in the mud and the muck and the snow and stuff
Or
like
wet.
that to just to do something underneath there. So yeah, it's just super simple, but it's nice. It comes with its own carry bag, so it's a good product.
Yeah. Yeah, I like what I'm looking at here. I'm looking through. You've got a groovy wine caddy. There you go. You know.
Yeah.
Here's the Revel insulated windows. Now, what I have is something similar to this. And this is
Yep.
this is for Mercedes. This is for the Winnebago Revel. How many different vehicles do you carry stuff for? I don't know if you have a lot
You know,
of.
we specialize in.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. You're good.
You know, we specialize in the Mercedes stuff just because we have one, and you know, we've always got that, you know, for a sample. But you know, we do a lot of the storyteller stuff. They're beast mode, you know, vans.
Yeah.
We do a lot of the Revel stuff. You can see on the website. 40 Econolines, a little bit of ProMaster, and a little bit of Transit.
Okay.
And you know, and some individual stuff for Jeeps, like the fire extinguisher pouches and the Jeep grab handle, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you all in on Ford Transit stuff, man, just for selfish reasons.
Oh.
I'm gonna get you all in on Ford Transit. Look, I'll tell you one thing I'm missing right now. Let me go to my phone here. I'll show you guys something. So let's go to the phone. So I'm in the van right now, by the way. Check it out. See, that's the van. There's my my sex toys bag right there. Sex toys.
Bag.
There's the bag right there. Here's my setup and everything. Right here, you can see the windows. Here's a window, see I got it blocked out right there. But look, you know, here's what I want you guys to look at. Here's the front of the van, right? So we could zoom in on this up here. You know, that windshield is in serious need of some kind of cover. And the big thing with the windshield, see, I have all these things on the windshield there. So my big complaint about a windshield is when you get the covers, like I have one that comes for the van that you put in the windshield, you have to take those things down, and it is impossible to get them to stick back on the windshield. You know?
So
Yeah, I do have a solution for that. At least for the Mercedes, I would need some detailed photos of the front of your cab area. But I've made one that basically, you know, comes down from the grab handles in the van, and then it attaches lower. It's not a blackout and stuff, but it does provide some really nice privacy. And you know, I guess depending on how we attached it, you may get the blackout, stuff like that. But I'll put it on, and I'll shoot you some pictures, let you know.
Oh, okay.
See what you think.
Is it one of those things? Because what I was thinking, something that has openings where I don't have to take everything that I have on the windscreen, on the shield off, you know,
Right.
so that I can, like, I don't have to take those things off. Maybe I can get around them and still close it in and have some insulation there and stuff like that. Someone asked, where's the driver? It's on cruise control right now. So no one has to sit up there. It's on cruise control. So,
Yeah.
it's self-driving. No one's driving right now. The engine's on because I rather use the AC up front than the one over me, because then that gets
noise wise.
Yeah. And the vest guy who's in the chat, shout out to the vest guy, who's also obviously the vest guy is signed up with Utreon, which is awesome. You can, you know, you guys can get all your videos pulled over from YouTube and stuff like that onto Utreon, so they could be archived here in case anything happens.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, the vest guy says, when are you going to come to Utah so we can get you totally checked out?
Can I answer that?
Go ahead, Walt.
When a Republican gets elected and the diesel prices go down.
Oh. I probably would.
Remember those days? Not too long
yes,
ago?
yeah, I know.
Remember
I know.
those days?
Why are you trying to, why are you trying to remind us? Listen, I've been to Utah a lot of times. This van has been to Utah maybe 4 or 5 times already. So you guys will definitely see me in Utah. Next time I'm out there, I'll let you guys know.
I've been to Utah. Last time I was in Utah, I was in 2017 on vacation. Utah is one of those states where you have desert, you got alpine, you got and everything in between.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
it's just like it's
Yeah.
like Wyoming too. Wyoming's the same way. You got mountains, you got Yellowstone, you got it's like everything you can think of.
I've been,
I
Utah.
love the West.
What I've noticed about Utah, people who live in Utah, they will just be driving on the road, on the highway, and then they'll just pull over and go for a frickin' hike. Am I lying, Rob?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a thing, just
No,
out of nowhere.
That's legit.
Yeah, out of nowhere. I had a friend of mine, the guy who owns what is it called? Huge Tube, Utah Gun Exchange. Have you heard of that? Utah Gun Exchange? That's owned by one of my friends, and he was actually on the podcast. But I was out there with him. He has like that new Acura NSX. So we're driving that new Acura NSX. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you up to this really high point." It was really cool. We went up to into the mountains. There was a place in Utah where it was up in the mountains, and we went to a lake. I've never seen it. This is like one of the most amazing things that I've seen. Like, there were people out there camping. There was campers, and it was awesome. There were kids playing, and there was a freaking lake right in the middle of these mountains, way up. I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, we're driving. Say it again.
Strawberry.
Oh, I'm missing the last part of what you said.
Oh, Strawberry Reservoir. Could that be it?
I can't remember. I have pictures of it somewhere. But the crazy thing is, we're driving around, and we passed somewhere in Utah where there was just like waterfalls on the side of the highway, right? And he's like, "Yeah, dude, we should just pull over here and go for a hike." I was like, "No, there's I don't want. I'm not pulling over. I didn't come prepared to go for a hike in the middle of Utah."
He don't have his damn hair products with him. He can't go for a hike, man. Come on.
He was like, "Yeah, but people."
You gotta have one of those bags.
So
you gotta have your gear bag.
Utah people are. You know what? I guess that's how you stay fit. What can I say? They just randomly. Who randomly just goes for hikes in places? Just like, let's pull over here and go for a hike. No big deal. I don't do that in Florida. I don't drive around here and go, "You know what? This place looks nice. I think I'm just gonna let's go for a little hike here for 10 miles."
You don't have a mountain there.
No, no, there's not. Well, we don't. Yeah. It's cool though. I like it. The best guy, who's Julie, says, "Hank, business expense. It's really beautiful. Walter's right. From desert and red rock sandstone to forest and beautiful lakes,
everything,
we've got it."
Everything, yeah, alpine type stuff, and it's like, if somebody who hasn't been out west, you go out west, and it's just like, this is really nice,
mm-hmm.
And they go, "Wow, I like this,"
Yeah.
You can have it any way you want. And here you just flat Florida, it's hot, boom.
Right.
But if you want to go up 10,000 feet, you can go up 10,000 feet or 12,000 feet or something,
Yeah.
We had a friend that he lives now in Panguitch. Panguitch is in Utah. Yeah, Panguitch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that was mountain near his house was like 12,000, 13,000 feet. And I was like, holy cow, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Utah is no joke. Lola wants to know real quick in the 30 seconds we have, why did you move to Utah and how long ago was that?
I moved here in 2005. It was a business merger. Basically I was making a lot of paintball equipment and stuff like that. And, I'd been up in Oregon manufacturing the whole time and did the merger, and it lasted about a month and a half, and it wasn't people I wanted to be associated with or any way, shape, or form, so I just went out and started on my own again.
Okay. That's very interesting. We're going to take a quick break here. We're going to be right back.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran-owned and with over 20 years experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
All right, very, very, very cool. Let's see here. I wanted to... Yeah, so that's someone... Let me see who said this here. Night Train says, unfortunately, Utah has Mitt Romney.
The Rhino Center. And Asper Warrior down below his says that we pull over for spontaneous gator rides and snake wrestling.
In Florida?
Yeah.
No. You see a gator over here, you don't pull over. Leave that thing alone.
Yeah.
Do not. No, we don't. No, we don't do that here. No.
Nope.
I mean, listen, we've got Florida, man.
Yeah, and they wrestle gators.
Yeah. So yeah.
On
Okay,
meth,
maybe.
probably. Yeah.
The gators or the men? The Florida man. Who's on meth? Both.
Both of them. Well, both of them most likely. So.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on Mitt Romney, Rob? I don't know. It's up to you if you do or you don't.
Yeah.
We do not claim him in any way, shape, or form, and I haven't heard for sure if he's not running. But if he does run, I highly doubt that he'll make it in again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
For
Yeah.
the Senate or for the president?
Yeah, I have a feeling Mitt Romney. I agree with Walt. I have a feeling like Mitt Romney is going to try to run for president again.
Oh,
That's what I say. Oh dear.
Yeah. Mitt Romney. What happened with Mitt Romney, man? Has he always been this bad, or I feel like Mitt Romney, like his whole shit broke when Trump became president. There was like something in Mitt Romney's brain that he just got broken when Trump.
The ego things. Yeah. Egos. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say he was always cool, because I know people in Florida, for example, do not like Mitt Romney. I know that.
I voted for that guy when he ran for president.
When he ran for president, I voted for him too. But I'm telling you, there's people here in Florida. I remember having those conversations with people, and they were like, "Oh, I'll never vote for that guy. I don't care. I don't care who becomes president. I'll never vote for him." And I was like, "Wow, I wonder what's up with that." But Mitt Romney, like I said, I voted for him, but he was not this bad until Trump became president.
He came out of the closet when Trump came in the president.
Yeah. He really cracked, man. He really cracked. Yeah.
Well.
So.
Oh well.
Yeah, I know. Like he's not my friend. I was about to say my friend, Lieutenant Colonel Nuttin' Fancy. I've met Nuttin' Fancy before. I'm a big fan of Nuttin' Fancy. Nuttin' Fancy hates Mitt Romney with a passion. And I think Nuttin' Fancy's in Utah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait. Are we frozen here? What's going on? Yeah. I think we were frozen there for a second. Do you know Nuttin' Fancy, Rob?
Okay.
I followed his channel for a while, and then one time I was just downtown, and he came up to the rig for some. Oh, we were in the van, and he came up and said something, and I didn't recognize him right off the bat because I hadn't followed him or watched his stuff for about a year. And then as soon as he spoke, it's like he's got that very distinctive voice, and and it's like, oh shoot, yeah, I used to watch your stuff all the time, but yeah, I mean, I haven't seen him for quite a while.
Yeah, he's big. He's into vans, but he likes those like stealth. He likes those.
Like a box van that looks like a twerk truck.
Yeah, he likes those vans that it's the popo in there.
Oh.
Like the undercover vans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember the name. Someone here in the chat is going to tell us, because he doesn't have like a big cargo van like this. He has the smaller ones, the lower.
Okay. Yeah, the normal size, the short.
Like a Metris?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and it has like no windows other than up front where you're driving, kind of stuff. I've looked at some of his he does a lot of traveling and stuff. So he'll travel by motorcycle, or that van. So yeah, but I know he's into this. He's into some kind of overlanding. The last thing I saw of Nuttin' Fancy was recently he put out a video where he had an assault 4x4. He had like this a 4x4 piece of wood, and he was like, "Yeah, this is my assault 4x4."
I didn't know we were talking about it first.
Yeah.
I think he said assault 4x4. You mean like a truck or what?
No, he had like the piece of wood, like a 4x4.
Wood, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "This is my assault 4x4, and you'll get it over my dead body." It was funny. I was looking at it. Nice. I was like, "Yeah, he's still out there. He's doing his thing, man." Yeah. Oh, Cruiseman says Chevy Astro. He's got like a Chevy Astro.
Those are little. Those things are
Yeah, those are little.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's too small for me, man. I ain't getting around in no
Yeah.
Chevy Astro. So
Yeah, I can stand up. I'm only like 5, working on 5'10".
mhm,
So I can stand up inside the Sprinter and it's no problem. It's like, okay,
mhm,
that's cool.
mhm.
My son, who's like 6'2", he's got to be a little more
Yeah.
aware of his surroundings. But yeah,
Is that all that Will is, man? I thought that massive cranium added at least like another foot to
I know
to his height.
Spencer's taller than Will is. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
uh,
Okay. So Spencer is yeah, he's like
he's
6'5" or
I don't
something.
know where they got it from. It's from a past generation or something. So
Yeah. You're taller than your dad, Walt.
oh yeah, I'm taller
Yeah.
than my dad. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was a run of the litter. My dad was. My 2 uncles were taller than him. So
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like the height came from your mom. Your mom looked like her side of the
no,
family.
my mom was not a real tall woman
No.
either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, average height, we'll say. So,
Okay.
um,
Yeah.
but
Let's.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's plenty of protein in a diet, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. These kids nowadays. Who knows what? You know. Who knows what's going on? Shelly Fungus says that Rick of Is Your Six Covered has a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van. Yes, I saw that recently. I saw him post something, I think, on Facebook, and he had a Sprinter van. I don't know which one it is. If it's a Revel or it's just a Sprinter van that he converted himself. Yes, but I did see that, which is cool. So, and then I saw, oh man, I'm trying to remember his name. It's another gun guy. He doesn't do as much gun stuff anymore, but he has one of the Ford Ecoline vans, the 4x4 ones.
Yeah.
Those
You
are
say
badass.
Echo line. I always say O'Connell line.
I'm sorry, yeah, it's a Econoline, right? Yeah, Econoline. What did I say? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Econoline. You're right.
Tomato, whatever.
Let's yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so here you go. We're just looking at more stuff. I see you've got a wrench wrap. I think you've got some kind of tool roll other than the wrench wrap, right, Rob?
We got one more. We're working on a couple different designs for that because people love our tool bags. Like the one you have and stuff, but they're we're just looking for a better design. I don't want to make something that's like somebody else's or decent. I want it to be the best there is on the market. Otherwise, I don't want to put it out there. So,
Okay.
if you guys got some ideas, love to come up with
Oh.
something that's cool. But
Okay. I say make a tool roll that you can I don't know. I was about to say
but I
put
don't
some
know.
I was about to say put some backstrap things on it, but then it's not going to be a roll anymore.
Right.
Yeah, it really wouldn't be
we've
be
played
a roll.
around with.
Mhm.
Yeah, and tools are. It's like
It's heavy.
Your idea what should be in that tool roll, and my idea what should be in that tool roll, maybe two different things. So it's hard to figure what people want
Totally.
when it comes to that. Yeah.
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 Yeah, Julie is asking in the chat, what other tactical gear would viewers like to see? So, Walt, if you have any, you could jump in. But if you guys out there have other stuff that you would like to see so far as tactical gear, seriously, I would like. I'm looking for stuff that I can hide and I don't look super tactical, where I can hide things. Something looks like a T-shirt or something like that, but I've got more things in there, or stuff I could put in my pockets that help me be more, things I can just really hide is what I'm always looking for, but I don't know,
Yeah.
And,
Different fanny pack then.
yeah, something, I would like things that, what would be cool? What is, there's these, it's not a backpack, it's like a messenger bag. I like those messenger bag type of, so it looks like a messenger bag kind of thing, but you can probably put straps on it and put it on like a backpack. But that has a whole bunch of stuff in there. Like maybe you can rip it open and have all these, different pouches and things like that in there. But it doesn't look like anything tactical. So this happened to me at one SHOT Show. I think it was a black Maxpedition backpack on, and Lola had a gray Maxpedition backpack on, right? And we were going to an event outside of SHOT Show actually it was Olight. Olight had an event, but it wasn't in where SHOT Show was happening in the convention center. It was in a hotel. We go to this hotel. Security refuses to let me in without searching my backpack because it's a black backpack.
That was at the Wynn, by the way. The Wynn.
Yeah, at the Wynn, yeah. So they go, oh, we can't let you in until we go through your backpack because we know that it's SHOT Show and there's gun guys in town and we're going to search all black backpacks. And I was like, what? So Lola's backpack, they didn't want to search because it was gray, but my backpack, they wanted to search because it was black. I kid you not. This happened.
You went the other direction.
Yeah, I left. I just left the whole thing. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to let you search my backpack. That makes no damn sense. You know? And I didn't have anything I was worried about in my backpack, but it was just made me really mad. You know? So, it's just one of those stupid things. So I always, for that reason, I always try to look for things that don't look as super tactical as all that. So.
Right.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff I go for. But if you guys...
you mentioned...
Go for it.
Oh, I was just going to say, you mentioned you liked 40 Econoline vans. This is my daughter's. It's Frank the Tank. But it's,
cool.
It's got the Punisher deal on it. But
that's cool.
Yeah, it's decked out.
Yeah, she's got surfboards. Is that surfboards
That's
on
where
top? Yeah. That's cool.
Paddleboards. Yeah.
Paddleboards, yeah.
Yeah.
Asper Warrior says, I like those one-strap backpacks you can sling around.
Yeah, it's kind of like a...
Yeah, sling pack.
It kind of goes across like this and hangs in midsection. Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, those are kind of like messenger bag kind of style, too. With the one thing.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
when Julie wants to know what she wants to hear from me and you, Walt. Let's hear what you put on tool rolls. Inquiring minds would love to know, aside from traveling and SHTF sex toys. Laugh out loud. What's that you're showing off, Walt? Show that
this
again.
is one of those free Condor bags you get at the SHOT Show. So this is kind of like a messenger bag style bag, you know, where you have.
Yeah.
This still has stuff in it from SHOT Show, believe it or not. Look at that, Palmetto State Army, badge holders. But yeah, this something on this order, but you know, with better organization inside the bag itself. I mean, that's these things are really cheap and they're giveaways. But, I think that's what you're talking about, like a messenger bag.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah. I don't have it on me. I even recently got, like we were talking about the fanny packs. I was in the Nike store and I saw they had them on sale, but it was like a bigger fanny pack that you can sling over your shoulder. And I thought that was really cool. Lola probably has that thing, but I don't know if she's listening right now. But I like that, and I think something like that even on the actual sling that goes over your shoulder, if you had pouches and things like that on there, you know, stuff like that would be helpful because you can have more things. I like it because she says I have too much stuff in my pockets. So my pockets, you know, I always look like I'm pants on the ground, and it's for a couple of reasons. I wear a belt, but I have no acetol syndrome. So my butt is very narrow and cannot hold up that belt.
I got it. You got to get a fake ass, and that fake ass is your pouch.
No, okay.
It's built into your britches, and you put it on, and all your gear is in your fake ass.
No. Dudes don't need to have a butt.
Well, wait on. The chicks would argue with you about that. But,
I don't think dudes need to have a butt. A dude needs to have all his junk up front, so to speak.
But,
you know.
Okay. We're not going to get into that argument. But I was thinking about the tool roll a little bit.
Okay.
You know, traditionally a tool roll, you have wrenches all lined up in there. But it might be nice at one end of that roll to have like a zip-up pouch where you can have sockets and pliers and things like that. Then you roll that whole guy up with the wrenches and instead of having just the slots, have it like a zip up pouch on one side of that, or you could have it on two sides of it. But I mean, one side would probably do, and then um, roll it up. Yep.
Yeah. I know so far as tools, like I'm trying to think of so I do have tools in here in the van, and they're all over the place. I have some small tools, like I have little small fine tools for smaller things that are inside the van, and then I have some tools for bigger stuff. So that's the reason why I'm particularly looking for a tool roll. I like the ones that I've seen that roll out really big, and so that you can use them as a mat, like how you had that mat when you were going under the van. I kind of like that kind of an idea, that you can have something to put your, like put your knees down onto or something like that, as well as have tools in it, because you're gonna need to do that. Like, you're gonna need to roll out your tools and probably get down on the ground in some situations. I do that when I'm dumping the van, like when I'm dumping. When I've got all the stuff that's for like the black and the gray tank, sometimes I need to get a tool to help open things, take things off and stuff like that,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
so one of our little tool bags does have some zipper pockets there. Mm-hmm. Maybe Julia can throw that in the link there. But it's got a couple little zippered pockets for like the sockets and the small Allen wrenches and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool to have like a tool roll. Like, I know what Walter was probably going to say when I was talking about like having it as a mat, is that if you have tools on it, you can't necessarily like put your knees or whatever on it. But it would be cool if there was maybe something else rolled up in there, or something that you could take out of there that did that you could fold out, and use.
You could have some more fabric on one end of it that's not occupied by anything. It's just fabric in that roll.
So it's one of the things I know that I could say that I was thinking about, and I think it's a problem with a lot of these different vans that I see. Some have good solutions for this, but talking about the dumping, like the sewer side, like dumping your black tank and your gray tank and all that, and the hoses that go along with it, there's never a good solution for those hoses. So I was wondering, like, if there's like a dirty bag, like something where you can have that hose, you can wash it out and everything, but put it in a bag that's airtight and waterproof, kind of a thing. Almost like, motorcycle riders have those wet bags that you can like fold up.
Yeah.
And they can get wet and everything, so they can, if they're out riding in the rain and all that, they can, something like that I think would be very useful, because you don't want all those hoses in your van after you just, like used it to dump stuff.
Oh yeah.
I always wash mine out, but it's always a fight to figure that out.
What do you think about a bag about this size, but if I made it out of the vinyl, so basically your shit is not going all over the place, and then it's three-sided zipper, so you can get into it and out of it really quick, but it's not gonna leak. Things like that.
Yeah, something that had like, maybe like it was a little bit of a hybrid material that it can be kind of like watertight, or somehow you can seal it up or whatever.
They make those like wet bags, like when you're out in boats and stuff and canoes and once again, it's just basically vinyl that you zip it up and it's waterproof.
Yeah. That's what the ground mat is made out of. So it's a vinyl.
Yeah. Shelly Fungus says, "Wait, don't you keep the sex toys in the dirty bag?" No, like a real dirty bag. Like a bag that, if for whatever reason, you could wash it out if you had to. Trust me, that's a place where I've had problems. Like, I've had those hoses literally fall apart on me. I had a really cheap one, and it fell apart on me. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back here, and we're going to actually start wrapping up here after this break. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com. Yeah, I could definitely use a dirty hose bag, something I could put, dirty hose, something that you could put, not just those hoses that you need for those things, but even like I have to have hoses to fill up the water, all kinds of things. You have to have with this stuff. And I know there's that material that I've had it in the past. Those bags that are waterproof, and you could put them on top of your truck or something, but you can keep stuff in there. But if you're in a rainstorm, nothing gets wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like almost
exactly.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. Like for me, I actually have I'm going to show you. We're going to start wrapping up here in a second, but I can just show you. Hopefully, I don't know how messed up the bathroom is right now, but here, I'm going to switch over to my camera once again and show you. Right here, this is my bathroom. So see that? You can kind of, if I go sideways, you can kind of see, But right here on the floor, I can put that bag there, and then when I get wherever I'm going, I could always take it out and stuff like that. But I would just not want it to be something that, that you're worried about, because those things, those are like the yucky stuff that you don't necessarily want to deal with. Yep. So,
and it smells too. It smells bad.
Sure.
It could. Like when I actually do that stuff, I wash all those things out. There's typically a hose on the side that you can wash everything out and all that. But yeah, I mean, you're using it as your sewer hose.
Yep.
And sometimes you're filling up and even your water hose and stuff like that is in the dirt. It gets crazy. It gets crazy. You have to get down on your knees sometimes to get onto the van. All of that. It's a mess dealing with that stuff sometimes. So I could tell you guys horror stories that happened to me. That I was actually, I think, in Reno, and I went to a gas station that had a dump, but I had the hose that came with the van, which was not very strong. And I had to extend it a long distance because they had a concrete barrier around the place, so I couldn't get the van close enough. They had a concrete barrier and then these steel posts all around, so it was really tough. And I really extended it, so it was extended all the way, and then I pulled the lever to open it up, and the hose disintegrated, and everything that was in the black tank went all over the place. Okay. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. And then I had to get that place had like a hose over there. I had to wash everything down, apologize to the people, drive to Walmart, get a new thing, come back, because I closed it when it all disintegrated. I closed off the thing, so I had to go to Walmart, get a hose, come back over there and do it all over again. And then there was a whole bunch of people standing around looking at me. So yeah, nightmare. It was a nightmare scenario. Listen, we actually burned through 2 hours really fast.
Yeah.
Just because we're having fun here. So hopefully we'll get Rob to come back on here again. I think if we all have ideas and things like that, we'll get in touch with them. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to start with Walter. I'm going to give these guys a chance though to tell you guys how you can communicate with them, how you could check out the different things they have going on, etc. Let's start with Walter. How can the folks do that, Walt?
Oh, they can see us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, Safety Harbor Firearms. There's also, as I mentioned, Dirtfoot Racing. Someone else subscribed after I mentioned that.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I'm 703 or 4.
Nice.
Better than 0.
Absolutely.
That's once again
You'll
on
get
Facebook.
to 1,000.
Yeah, just take time. I gotta do more videos. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and also on Utreon, both Safety Harbor Firearms and Dirtfoot Racing's on Utreon. And then there's Stunt Parts, stuntparts.com. So check them out.
Absolutely. Thanks, Walt, and I hope you guys will go check out Safety Harbor Firearms and all the stuff Walt has going on. Rob, tell the folks the different things you have going on, how people can communicate with you, etc.
So yeah, check us out. Obviously thevestguy.com and overlandgearguy.com. Pretty much for any new products, we throw those to Instagram first, usually a couple days prior. So check us out. Both those names on Instagram. Facebook, we do a fair amount there. I would love to do more videos and stuff on YouTube. I just honestly don't have the great following on YouTube and stuff. Most of our stuff there is under like 2 minutes, and it's just a brief introduction to a new product and getting feedback and stuff like that. But yeah, those are the primaries. I mean, we have Twitter and stuff like that, but Instagram's kind of my go-to. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So Instagram is definitely the place for folks if you want to go check out what's going on there. Yeah, this was like a really fun show. Here's what we're gonna do, Rob. I'm gonna run in the end, and we're actually gonna come back. And typically, if you're new on here, we ask you. You definitely get the one that's you become the one who's elected to do words of wisdom. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run in the end. We're going to come back here, and if you have some words of wisdom to give the audience out there before we go out of there, we'll give you a chance to do that. So you got a couple of seconds to think about it. I know I'm springing that on you, but I'm sure you got some good stuff. Let me run the end in, and we'll be right back here to wrap up the show. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Tomorrow we've got a great show for you guys, so make sure you tune in to that. We've got Langley Adventure Outdoors joining us, so that's going to be a fun show as well. So we'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Big thanks to Rob and Julie, of course, who was in the chat, of Overland, a gear guy, as well as the Vest Guy USA, for joining us, as well as Walter Keller of Safety Harbor Firearms. Rob, words of wisdom.
Wow, you definitely did spring this on me. We're losing the battle here. We keep playing defense all the time, and we need to be better informed and making the right decisions and electing the right people. Don't just go down and check a box just because there's an R there. That don't mean crap anymore. Romney's obviously evidence of that, but be informed, get involved, get involved in your local races and stuff, and support those type of people and things like that. But just keep an eye on things and keep connected with like-minded people.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's good. That's great stuff, man. Throw your MP5s in the air. Rob, I had fun. I'm sure Walter, I'm sure you had fun as well. It was cool having you on the show.
We're having a great time.
Yeah, this was fun. This was Rob's first time, I think, doing like a live format like this. I think you did very well, Rob. Hopefully we'll get you back here.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see you in some videos. I'm going to come out there and show what you guys have going on, all of that. Plus, obviously, we carry the stuff. We Go ahead, Walt. What are you going to say?
I didn't say no.
Oh, was that Rob? What were you going to say, Rob?
Oh, I was just gonna say, do it. We can go down to Moab and hang out. I can take you out and show you the wild horses here in the West Desert.
Oh, sweet.
The mountains. We can go up there and hang out.
Absolutely, yes. It's going to be fun. So big thanks for coming on tonight, as well as thanks to you, Walt. I'm going to hit the buttons. Thanks to everyone out there hanging out in the chat. Don't forget, if you want to get something from the Overland Gear Guy or the Vests Guy, you can use the code WMMF as well. That gets you 10% off. So that's that. I'm going to press all the buttons. Rob, stay right there. Don't go anywhere. I'm hitting the end right now.